Good morning, West Valley Gardening Group. Anthony Dominguez here, fellow member and local business owner-operator of HyKreations, a scientific solutions company. Today we're going to display the Wisdom line, all organic, all natural products, and we will be foliar feeding today with Noble Gills. I'm going to show you two quick ways, very fast, very easy to apply our products. And then I will just have a
Okay, we're here again with Anthony Dominguez. Anthony, we're going to demonstrate Noble Gills, your fish fertilizer, but you could really use any one of these three products for foliar feeding, correct?
Yes, all of the Wisdom line is acceptable for foliar feeding. I highly recommend Noble Gills, but if you have the complete Wisdom line, I would really suggest Noble Gills, Essence, and Soul. So let me break it down. Noble Gills is a soft source of nitrogen. It's going to have calcium and magnesium. The nitrogen is going to be really important for putting on new vegetative growth. Calcium is going to be great for your new leaves, and that magnesium is really going to help with photosynthesis. Essence, that is your ultimate hormone package that is going to help relieve some stress. We're coming into the summer, it's going to get very hot, it's going to help brace against those environmental changes. And Soul is just your ultimate transport molecule. It's going to actually help deliver these two directly into the plant. It works on a cellular level, so it really gets in there, and it facilitates the delivery of these nutrients. Very important. Heart can be used as well. That is great for, say, your pine trees, shade trees, anything that's a little bit larger, something that may or may not be producing fruit. What I really like about Heart is it's got a little bit of iron in there. And since we have such high pH soils here, iron is very important. It's typically locked out, but with Heart, you're able to deliver it in a small amount and really provide those nutrients that your trees are going to need. Alright guys, now we're going to make a nutrient solution which we can spray on our plants. I'm using a ½ teaspoon measuring spoon. I would highly recommend you guys get a pair of these and use them for your nutrients. You don't always have to be so accurate, but it's always good to know about how much you're going to put in there. I believe ½ a teaspoon is about 5 milliliters, so we're just going to go with that. And you always want to add your products to the water. That will help it mix the best. So we did Noble Gills, now we're doing Essence.
So you're dissolving it in that bucket then?
Yeah, I would prefer using a bucket just ahead of time. And really, the bucket is so I can put it into this hand pump sprayer. So you mix it, be a nice light solution, just barely even changing colors. For something like this is the hose-in sprayer. It's already got a built-in reservoir, so as long as you put water in it first, then you could add the nutrients into it and you'll be a-okay. We're gonna do one more batch. We've got Noble Gill.
We're back.
All right, got some Essence. And like I said, small amounts, a little is going to go a long ways.
So you're actually putting all three of those in together, huh?
We're gonna do all four actually.
All four?
Just to prove to you guys we can do it. We can foliar feed with all of them. So what I like to do, just give it a nice little mix. For the hose-in sprayer, all we have to do is get it on there.
So you're doing one mix for the hose-on sprayer and then the next one for the
hand pump sprayer.
The hand pump sprayer.
Yep,
okay, got it.
And we're going to use the same amount. You don't have to be so precise as long as you're applying the amount of nutrients to amount of nutrients, and you know the amount of space you're going to treat. You'll be okay. What I like to do is I like to set the nozzle at 1 ounce. That gives you a very light solution, but I feel from past use that this reservoir set at 1 ounce will usually treat, I would say I had 3 raised beds. They were both 2x4s, and I had about 8 or so potted plants. And that should be able to pretty much treat your whole backyard at that rate.
Neat.
Over here, we've got another perfect tool for foliar feeding. I always keep a funnel just to make it easier.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just gonna top this off.
So how often would you recommend doing the foliar feeding? I suppose it depends on time of year. We're in the hot season, more stress. Would you go so far as to say every couple of weeks?
So foliar feeding, that sounds about right. If you're going to foliar feed once a month, you will see results, but I do recommend once every 2 weeks. Right now, we're coming into the summer, so two good options to feed would be either right when you wake up, probably around 6 o'clock, or closer to the evening at dusk, once the sun has set. Those would be ideal times for foliar feeding. And that is because we have really bright, intense sunlight here. So if you are to spray them in the middle of the day with the sun out, you are going to burn holes in your plants. So just to be wary, it's not really a temperature thing. It's more of a direct sunlight issue.
Mm-hmm.
Even in the hottest days of the summer, when we're topping out at 115 to 120, it's still okay to foliar feed your plants at night. You won't cause any harm like that. Up next, we're gonna do the demonstration. All right, folks. Coming up on the home stretch, we've got two fabulous banana plants here, banana trees actually, that we are gonna foliar feed. So go ahead, get the tops, you get underneath, and see, you just want to spray it to the point where it's dripping. You can see some condensation starting to form on the leaves. We're gonna do this one as well. Same thing, get the tops, get the bottom. Foliar feeding your trees in under 60 seconds or less. It's very helpful, excellent way to deliver nutrients, especially for us here in Arizona. We've got that high pH soil. It's locking out a lot of nutrients. This is an excellent way to deliver them and make sure your trees are getting the nutrition they need.
Banana tree.
Yeah.
Okay, we're back.
All right. Now, foliar feeding doesn't just have to be about the leaves. If you spray the trunks of the trees, it's gonna be effective. It's still gonna get in there. Why? Because we added sol as your ultimate transport molecule. It's gonna penetrate straight through the bark, straight through the plant cells, and directly deliver those nutrients.
Okay, we're back here with Anthony Dominguez at HyKreations. We are going to go ahead and douse our angel trumpet, which is appearing to have some nutrient deficiencies.
Yep, we got a little bit of yellowing. It could be some chlorosis, lack of iron, or it could be a few other things. So products like sol, noble gills, essence, they're very rich in micronutrients. So whatever this plant's missing, I feel we're gonna deliver it to it. So just a quick spray is all we need. Get underneath, get the top, get the bark, get the branches, get the trunk. Anything you can reach is perfectly fine. Now imagine to say if we had a tree that was 25 feet in the air and we couldn't reach the tops, what are you gonna do? Well, you're just gonna reach as far as your arm can go. And that's it, it'll be fine. You're still gonna deliver those nutrients.
Sounds good. So really, I mean, this is probably a medium-sized shrub. Within, the course of maybe 1 or 2 minutes, you've got it covered.
Right, exactly.
So fairly quick.
It's a fairly quick technique. It's a great delivery system and it's really beneficial. I think it's worth your time. And like I said, we do have that high pH soil and it's locking out a lot of nutrients. So this is an alternative way to deliver them. Yes, and this was originally, foliar feeding was designed to deliver iron, but what they found out is that you could also deliver other micronutrients as well.
Okay. Do we want to comment on our hose-on sprayer too?
Yeah, do you have a spot? Or do you want me to...
Okay, we're back, everyone. We're going to go ahead and use the hose-on sprayer for my raised bed. You can see I've got tomatoes, some squash, and some various garden veggies here.
All right, give it a little bit of attention. So that's what you would call, that's one of the spray options. We have another one. Now this looks very different from the pump sprayer, but that is still considered foliar feeding. You're directly applying nutrients onto the plant. But what I really like about this hose-in sprayer is how quickly you can change it up. We went from foliar feeding, and now we're gonna do a drench application. It's very fast, very convenient, and very easy to use. One of the best ways to apply our products.
So you're doing a more targeted stream at the base of the plants now?
Yeah, just because we have that versatility with this hose-in sprayer, and just giving everything some nutrients. Like we said, we put all 4 products in here, so they're gonna get the full benefits of the Wisdom line, and you know, just feeding your plants for you today. You know.
Awesome.
But no, that's it. Even though you can see, it looks very clear. The water really hasn't changed, but if you can see here on the reservoir, it has gone down. So we are using it. Sometimes it's hard to see because, like I said, a little goes a long way, and that small amount of nutrients really isn't going to change what's coming out, because this is pulling just very small amounts and feeding it as we water. And that's what I say. If you can spoon feed your garden, spoon feed your backyard with these organic nutrients, you're in really good shape.